Follow the picture. So this person also go to the speaker then when you say so if you able look on now. Alex, you go to look on Yeah, it's the look on because this is a Zoom password. So check this what you want here. Yes. I can't say that not to get it.
When he became a member of the Chinese Communist Party. He also started doing engineering, and also his skills including agriculture,
Vice President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, and His Excellency Mr. Liu Fujian, Vice President of the People's Republic of China, Honorable Professor Shen Hongding, Vice Minister of the National Health Commission and Administrator of the National Disease Prevention and Control Administration of the People's Republic of China, Honorable Professor Tuchara Simisi, Acting Minister of Health of Sierra Leone, Honorable Madam Frances Pinky Ogali, Acting Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation of Sierra Leone, His Excellency Mr. Wang King, Ambassador of China to Sierra Leone, His Excellency Ambassador Karim, Sierra Leone Ambassador to China, Excellency Madam Serafin Wakana, UN Resident Coordinator in Sierra Leone, Honorable Ministers of Government, Honorable Members of Parliament, Senior Government Officials from ministries, and United Nations Agency country representatives, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues and media friends, good morning. I am your Sierra Leonean host, the Senior Command Secretary of the Ministry of Health of Sierra Leone. I welcome everyone to the 10th anniversary of the China-Sierra Leone joint effort in successfully fighting against Ebola.
尊敬的尤国中副总理、塞拉利昂副总统 Dr. Mohamed Jordan Jalo 阁下，各位中赛嘉宾、国际友人和媒体朋友们，大家上午好。我是本次活动的中方主持，中国国家疾病预防控制局石影，欢迎各位莅临中国塞拉利昂联合成功抗击埃博拉10周年活动。
Now, today's event officially begins.
今天的活动正式开始。
Can I ask you all to rise?
请全体起立。
National anthem of Sierra Leone and the Republic of China.
奏中赛国歌。
Next, let's watch a commemorative video reflecting on the precious journey of China's medical and health cooperation. Please enjoy the video.
接下来播放纪念视频，大家一同回顾中塞医疗卫生合作的珍贵历程，请大家观看。
这是一场特殊的时刻，一切要从10年前说起。2014年，埃博拉疫情突袭塞拉利昂，国家面临严峻考验。塞拉利昂举国抗议，国际社会举世关切。危机面前，真朋友从不缺席。国家主席习近平致电慰问。医疗队和物资随即抵达，全力助塞抗癌。
I met twice and discussed this Ebola with President Xi Jinping. China was one of the first countries who have dispatched all this logistical support, medical equipment.
2025年是中国塞拉利昂联合抗击埃博拉胜利10周年。10年，希望的种子长成有益大树。庄严的承诺，铸就健康屏障。埃博拉疫情期间，中国率先驰援西非，累计提供7.5亿元援助，派出9架包机、16批1200多名专家。并培训1.3万名当地医务人员。2014年9月，中国移动实验室支援塞拉利昂，随后仅用3个月建成永久性的塞中友好生物安全实验室。中国疾控中心临危受命，其检测能力在疫情防控中发挥了一锤定音的关键作用。
With this brilliant results that the Chinese have in the EQA, they have gained the trust of the Ministry of Health and Sanitation. They definitely have the trust of this nation.
中塞友好医院紧急改造为留观诊疗中心，中国解放军医疗队、湖南和江苏医疗队火速支援，在疫情高峰期间，共收治疑似病例773例，确诊病例285例，治愈率提升至51%。2014年11月起，中国公共卫生专家深入塞拉利昂城乡，培训逾6000名基层防控人员，为有效阻断埃博拉社区传播奠定基础。经塞拉利昂举国抗议和国际社会大力支援，疫情于2015年11月终结。胜利不是终点，更是守护健康、深化合作的新起点。卫生合作筑牢健康防线。10年深耕，卫生合作是中塞友谊最坚实的纽带。以实验室为核心，塞中友好实验室承担全国过半猴痘检测任务，并将中国技术转化为国家级防控方案，铸就疫情硬支撑。以服务为依托，光明行、伦上医院、新生儿特护病房、两癌防治、远程医疗与中医药中心共同拓展健康新边疆，深度融入塞全民健康防护网。以人才为根本，培训上千名公共卫生骨干，建成第一目击者培训中心，留下带不走的队伍，增强体系内生动力。以政策为蓝图，支持发布国家病毒性肝炎防治规划和全国宫颈癌消除政策和策略，推动实现关键公共卫生目标。以平台为高地，塞中友好生物安全实验室获授国家参比实验室、国家培训中心等资质， 奠定科研协作基石。中赛友谊便捷惠民寿命，传染病发病率下降，人均预期寿命延长。这是一个更加健康的塞拉利昂，以健康为支点，推动更多领域的繁荣。授人以渔的农业技术，四通八达的公路港口，连通世界的光纤网络，点亮未来的奖学金计划。这些改变的足迹正遍布塞拉利昂的每一个角落。10年如今，中塞友谊之树已枝繁叶茂，硕果累累。塞拉利昂的振兴照远非洲，中非守望相助、共同发展的合作模式，成为人类命运共同体的生动写照。未来，中国与塞拉利昂将继续携手，共创人民福祉，共促世界发展。
The video presentation is now complete. We will now quickly move to the speaking sessions. To begin our speaking session, let us first welcome Mr. Chen Hao, representative of the Chinese anti-Ebola medical personnel.
人员代表来自中国疾控中心的陈操先生上台发言，分享抗癌工作中的经历与感悟，掌声欢迎。
尊敬的各位领导、嘉宾、塞拉利昂的新老朋友们，大家好。10年前，我作为中国疾控中心移动实验室检测队的一员，随队赴塞拉利昂，参与了那场跨越万里的生命接力。那段经历是我人生中最难忘的一页。2014年，埃博拉疫情席卷西非，我们抵达非胖的当夜，接到通话，紧急闪烁。我们身着3层防护服，在40度的高温下连续作业数小时。汗水在靴子里形成了小溪，但我们知道，我们每检测的一份样本，都代表着一条生命。我深刻的记得，一位母亲抱着自己发热的孩子，在烈日下等待结果。我们语言不通，但他双手合十，热泪盈眶的鞠躬致谢。那一刻，我真正体会到了公共卫生援助的意义。技术背后是人与人之间最纯粹的信任和希望。2个月的时间很快过去，在这2个月的时间里，我们检测了上千份的样本，培训了当地的技术人员，同时也跟世卫组织和来自多国的专家并肩作战，见证了疫情的回流。2015年3月，中塞友好生物安全实验室建厂启用。塞拉利昂领导人称，中国是真正的患难之交。10年过去了，那些经历我能历历在目。它让我坚信，疾病无国界，友谊亦无国界。 今天我们相聚，不仅仅是纪念，更是一种延续。愿中塞友谊之树在非洲的大地枝繁叶茂，也希望我能够有机会再次回到非塔，与赛博的同事并肩，为人类的健康共同努力。谢谢大家。
Thank you, Mr. Chair, for your sharing the information. Next, we invite the representative of Sierra Leone Ebola survivor, Mr. Augustine Baba Kalu, come to the stage to share your personal journey and gratitude. Mr. Augustine Baba Kalu, please.
感谢陈操先生的分享。接下来有请塞拉利昂埃博拉幸存者代表 Augustine Baba Kalu 先生上台发言，分享他与疾病抗争及见证中塞卫生健康合作的故事。大家欢迎。
Good morning. I want to start. My name is Augustine Baba Kalu. I am an Ebola survivor. I currently work as a principal public health lieutenant and it operates DHMT. In 2014 and 2015, I was in charge of contact tracing on the outbreak of Ebola in Sierra Leone. That was how I contacted the virus. I was later hospitalized at the Global Treatment Center. With direct and indirect help from the Chinese medical aid team, Chinese virus testing team, I was intensively treated for 2 weeks at the treatment center, where I stayed until I confirmed negative of the virus. This, however, left me with complications, particularly with difficulties in my vision. It gave cause for me to refer to Maboka Hospital, Government Hospital, and Asanga Hospital, and later flew to the Republic of Ghana for eye surgery, which is retinal detachment. Ebola is now a thing of the past. That's why we have a slogan: who feels it, knows it, and who knows it, feels it. I will forever grateful to the government of the people of the Republic of China, which became the early respondent to provide much needed medication and equipment that saved not only my own life, but many other lives of Sierra Leoneans who were affected that time. When I felt hopeless during the treatment period, I was assured by the caregivers that the drugs received from China was very potent and efficacious. I believed them because after a few days of treatment, I started feeling much better. Every day afterward, what better healing. Your Excellency, Vice Premier, as a very high-ranking government official in your country, please, to the government and the people of the Republic of China, on behalf, your taxes, your labors, and your generosity saved Sierra Leone today and even my own life. Today, I want to thank again the governor of Sierra Leone that gave me the opportunity to have this statement. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kalu, for this moving story. Now, please welcome Professor Shen Hongli, Vice Minister of the National Health Commission and Administrator for National Disease Prevention and Control Administration of China, to the stage to review the current status of China-Sierra Leone medical and health cooperation and propose future directions.
谢谢康佐先生的分享。接下来，我们有请中国国家卫生健康委副主任、国家局长沈宏斌教授上台，回顾和展望中塞卫生健康合作。掌声欢迎。
2014年，塞拉利昂爆发埃博拉疫情，中国率先伸出援手，整建组派出专家组奔赴塞拉利昂，建设中塞友好生物安全实验室，深入参与患者组织，积极提供技术和物资援助。 经过共同努力，塞拉利昂埃博拉疫情于2015年11月结束。中塞卫生领域合作源远流长，共同成功抗击埃博拉只是一个缩影。早在1973年，中国向塞拉利昂派出第一支中国医疗队。 迄今已累计派出26支，诊治患者35万余人，培训当地医务人员1万余人。我们拓展2018年开展光医疗车项最好中推进和努力提高诊疗做好生物安全，让民监测一直在新冠。 返回了后，中国李奥总统带中方还支持流行肝炎政策，或许未来我们将坚持守重要共识。副总理在方卫生健康，在援外医疗小儿们。 探讨合作成果，为发展艺术贡献。谢谢大家。
Thank you, Professor. We now invite Minister of Health, his expectation and recommendations.
讲话 ，Dr. 对两国掌声欢迎。
President. China
existing protocol. It is with a deep that this money to celebrate institutional faith. It's very hard to between Sierra Leone. The bond between our foundation of wisdom. This scientists established a paper. This collective memory. This is authentic. We are benefiting many against a trust. This collaboration about tool culture and building this collaboration, not life of our people, right? Ebola. Local researchers again to conduct studies that have been published in international journals, again putting Saudi proudly on the global health map. Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic and mpox epidemic, they stood as real and steadfast partners, helping us manage most of our critical cases. The Chinese medical and public health teams have left an indelible impact. They extended their hands beyond the hospital, supporting our ministry in diagnosing certain outbreaks of anthrax and ensuring food safety for our communities. Suffice it to say that the 5th PT lab performed over 40% of our COVID-19 cases and over 50% of the very soon to be concluded mpox cases from the entire country. The Chinese medical team I remember discussing the issues of the rains, but that was not a hindrance to them because they believe they have at every cost. Because of this, our shared determination, our country now has its first ever published hepatitis B national equivalent and the policies we have drafted as a ministry to make sure that we have a lasting solution to hepatitis B and C. And the outcomes of this people-to-people partnership are tangible and life-changing. For our families, thousands of our mothers and fathers of our said living with infectious diseases continue to elevate better and healthier lives. For our security, a robust disease surveillance system built together now safeguards our station together with the National Public Health Agency. And for the future, the training and knowledge shared with our local health workers have empowered a new generation of Sierra Leone medical professionals that's going to again leave a lasting social legacy. This collaboration has been a bridge between our people, benefiting every citizen and the vibrant Chinese community living in Sierra Leone. As we look to the future, we see opportunities to make this bridge even stronger. Our hope is to see even more of our student scientists and technicians empowered to take leading roles in the research community, ensuring that the skills remain long after our friends depart, and that's what we are seeing every day. Yesterday, I launched the first ever cardiac intensive care unit at Kuwait, supported by the Chinese people of China, and a lot of co-supporters. There's telemedicine there. So this collaboration has benefited a lot of us in Sierra Leone, and especially the young and vibrant scientists, the good people in this room, Professor Sam, Professor Samai, Dr. Bandi, Dr. Kenya, our CMO, and a lot of others. So in closing, on behalf of the people of Sierra Leone, I extend our deepest thanks and appreciation to the people of China. To the dedicated medical teams who left their comfort zones and including their families to serve alongside us, we say in Creole, thank you, thank you. Your work is a brilliant reflection of the genuine friendship between our nations. This is not just a collaboration between governments, it is partnership woven into the very fabric of our society. Together, we are building a legacy of health, resilience, and shared prosperity for generations to come. I thank you very much.
Thank you, Minister Senesi, for your insightful remarks. Now, let's welcome His Excellency, Mr. Liu Guizhong, Vice Premier of the People's Republic of China, to the stage to deliver very important.
谢谢部长先生。那接下来呢，让我们以最热烈的掌声，有请刘国中副总理上台发表重要讲话，大家欢迎。
尊敬的塞拉利昂总理莫罕默德·贾洛，各位嘉宾，大家上午好。非常高兴参加中国塞拉利昂联合成功抗击埃博拉10周年活动。我谨代表中国政府，向塞拉利昂政府和人民 致以最诚挚的问候，向为中塞卫生合作做出贡献的人们致以最崇高的敬意。听了以上各位的发言，我深受感染，深受感动。他们生动地诠释了中塞友好合作的重大深远意义。
The Honorable Vice President, Mr. Mohamed Jude Jallow of Sierra Leone, and dear guests, good morning. I'm delighted to participate in the 10th anniversary of the China-Sierra Leone joint efforts in successfully fighting against Ebola. Today, we gather here to look back on the 10th year of China-Sierra Leone health cooperation and look ahead to the next stage of our cooperation. On behalf of the Chinese government, I would like to convey to the government and people of Sierra Leone our most sincere greetings and the highest tribute to all those who have contributed to the public health cooperation between our two countries against Ebola. After hearing the speeches of dear friends and excellencies, I was deeply touched. You have vividly demonstrated the profound and important implication of China-Sierra Leone friendly cooperation in health.
中塞友谊源远流长，卫生健康合作历久弥新。中国于1973年向塞方派出第一支医疗队，50多年来，中国医疗队与塞方城市一道，为守护当地人民生命健康并肩奋战。迄今为止， 塞拉利昂是中国唯一派出3支医疗队的国家。
China and Sierra Leone enjoy a profound history of friendship. Our health cooperation is ever strong as time passed. China sent its first medical team to Sierra Leone in 1973. For the 50 years and more that follows, the Chinese medical teams has worked with its colleagues in Sierra Leone and contributed to safeguarding lives and health of the people in your country. And by now, Sierra Leone is the only country that China has 3 medical teams in.
2014年，埃博拉疫情突袭塞拉利昂，习近平主席第一时间向塞方致电慰问，指出中非是患难与共、风雨同舟的 好兄弟、好朋友、好伙伴，表示中方 愿积极提供援助。中国迅速向塞拉利昂整建制派出移动实验室，军地协同提供支持。2015年11月，塞拉利昂埃博拉疫情结束，这一胜利彰显了中塞两国团结奋斗、共克时艰的钢铁意志，彰显了两国医护人员白衣执甲、大爱无疆的高尚品格。
In 2014, the Ebola outbreak struck the African continent. On the first notice, President Xi Jinping sent a message to express sincere condolences, pointing out that China and Africa are good brothers, good friends, and good partners who share a will and role, and expressed China's readiness to provide assistance. China quickly sent mobile laboratories, fully staffed and equipped, to Sierra Leone, and provided all-round support both from the military and the society. In November 2015, Ebola was successfully combated in Sierra Leone. The victory demonstrated the iron-like resolution of China and Sierra Leone to stand in solidarity against difficulties, and also exemplified the noble character of health workers of both countries who battled in their white armor with boundless love.
过去10年，中国积极支持塞方探索切合本国国情的卫生发展道路。双方合作涵盖了传染病防控、妇幼健康等领域，对口医院建设、移动医疗车等合作亮点纷呈。双方合作提高了塞方人民的健康福祉，成为南南合作的典范。
Over the past decade, China actively supported Sierra Leone to explore ways of public health development suitable to your country's circumstances. Our cooperation covers areas including the control of infectious diseases and the health of mother and children, the building of counterpart hospitals and mobile medical vehicles have been the highlights. These cooperation enhanced the health and well-being of people in Sierra Leone, setting a model for South-South cooperation.
当前，全球卫生面临挑战，新发突发传染病风险持续存在，卫生资源分配不均较为突出。习近平主席站在人类历史发展进程的高度，提出构建人类命运共同体重要理念和4大全球倡议。在2024年，中非合作论坛北京峰会上提出中非携手推进现代化10大伙伴行动，这些都为双方下阶段的合作指明了方向。
At present, global health is facing challenges. The risk of new outbreaks of infectious diseases persist. Health resource allocations are conspicuously uneven. President Xi Jinping bears in mind the historical process of human development and proposed the building of a community with a shared future for humanity and 4 major global initiatives. In 2024, at the 4CAC Beijing Summit, President Xi Jinping proposed the 10 partnership actions for China and Africa to jointly realize modernization. These all pointed out the way for our cooperation going forward.
站在新的历史起点，中国愿深化与塞方的卫生合作，为中塞全面战略合作伙伴关系发展做出新贡献。在此，我提3点建议。
Standing on a new historical starting point, China stands ready to deepen its cooperation in public health with Sierra Leone and make new contributions to the development of our comprehensive strategic cooperative partnership. For this, I would like to propose the following 3 points.
第一是落实好中非卫生健康伙伴行动，中方愿继续向塞派遣 医疗队，加强对口医院建设，实施公共卫生、光明型白内障义诊和新时代神农尝百草项目，建设中赛中医中心，开展百队千春行义诊活动。
First, jointly implementing the China-Africa Actions for Health Partnership. China stands ready to continue sending medical teams and strengthening the building of counterpart hospitals. China stands ready to implement more public health cooperation projects such as the Brightness Trip of the Free Cataract Surgery Program and the project of Shenlong Traditional Chinese Medicine in the New Era. China will also build a China-Sierra Leone Chinese Medicine Center and carry out free medical service project of 100 teams in thousands of villages.
二是推进传染病防控合作，共同完善疾病监测体系，实施中赛友好生物安全实验室项目，加强新发、再发传染病早期预警，提高检测、预警、处置效率。
Second, promoting cooperation in the prevention and control of infectious diseases. Our two countries need to jointly improve the disease monitoring system, implement project of the China-Sierra Leone Biosafety Laboratory of Friendship, strengthen the early warning of new and re-emerging diseases, and improve the efficiency of disease detection, warning, and treatment.
三是推动数字健康和人力资源合作，结合赛方实际，加强远程医疗、人工智能在卫生领域的应用，实施人力资源培训项目，共建培训基地，加强青年交流，支持赛方医卫人才培养。
Third, promoting digital and intelligent health and human resources cooperation. We need to increase the use of telemedicine and AI in the field of health, based on the circumstances of Sierra Leone. We should also launch human resources training projects, establish training bases, strengthen youth exchanges, and support the development of health personnel in Sierra Leone.
展望未来，相信中赛卫生健康合作必将取得更多丰硕成果，为推动构建人类卫生健康共同体做出更大贡献。最后，祝两国人民健康幸福，祝中赛友谊万古长青。谢谢大家。
Going forward, China and Sierra Leone will surely enjoy more fruitful health cooperation, thus making new and greater contribution to the building of a community with a shared future for health. At last, may the people of our two countries' health and happiness. May China-Sierra Leone friendship last forever. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Your Excellency Mr. Ligusha, for that momentous address. Finally, we invite the Honorable Vice President of Sierra Leone, Dr. Mohamed Julie Chad. I invite you to the stage to make your remarks.
感谢刘国中副总理的重要讲话。最后，我们有请塞拉利昂副总统 Dr. Mohamed Jordan Jallo 阁下发表致辞，掌声欢迎。
Your Excellency, Vice Premier of the People's Republic of China, His Excellency Liu Wozong, Honorable Ministers, distinguished delegates, esteemed delegates of the Vice Premier's visit, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today we gathered here in solemn remembrance of a moment in our history that tested the very fabric of our nation. The Ebola outbreak of 2014 was one of the most painful chapters Sierra Leone has ever lived through. It challenged our institutions, our health system, and our collective resilience as a people. But we also remember that Sierra Leone faced that crisis with courage, leadership, and resolve. Our doctors, nurses, burial teams, community leaders, and citizens stood at the front lines of the response. Many paid the highest price, and today we honor them. In that moment, Sierra Leone led, and our partners stood with us. We acknowledge with appreciation that the People's Republic of China was among the first partners to respond quickly and decisively. China helped to establish treatment capacity at a critical time and deploy medical professionals who work side by side with our own. We remain, as a country and as a nation, forever grateful for this solidarity during a moment of sheer vulnerability. However, the true significance of the Ebola outbreak lies not only in how we responded, but in what we built afterward. Today, we strengthen our legal foundations and establish a permanent national public health leadership structure through the creation of the National Public Health Agency, ensuring that Sierra Leone can detect threats early, coordinate responses, and protect routine health services even in moments of crisis. These reforms were not symbolic. They reshape how our nation protects its own people. Today, Sierra Leone has robust laboratory capacity that did not exist 10 years ago. We can now diagnose more than 10 epidemic-prone diseases, from Ebola and Marburg to COVID-19, cholera, yellow fever, and influenza within our own borders. This infrastructure is now part of who we are, not emergency scaffolding, but permanent national capability. The Sierra Leone Surge Personnel Deployment Plan now ensures that our country can mobilize trained responders rapidly across district and beyond our borders when needed. It reflects our core lesson. Preparedness is not an event, it is a system. These reforms were not theoretical. They have been tested and they have held. Over the past 2 years alone, our country has led responses to the Mpox outbreak and the current push public health emergency, while also investigating and ruling out multiple other suspected epidemic threats through strengthened surveillance and laboratory testing. In 2024, Sierra Leone demonstrated continental health leadership when we deployed 20 of our own medical professionals to Rwanda to support the Marburg outbreak response. This provided clinical care, training, and epidemic control support, drawing directly from the expertise we built through the hard experience. This was not just an act of solidarity, it was a proof that Sierra Leone now contributes to global health security, not only receive it. This is what partnership should mean. Standing together in crisis and growing stronger afterward. Our cooperation with China has evolved in the same spirit, from emergency response to system building to the strengthening of long-term health security infrastructure. Today, the capacities established at the China-Sierra Leone Friendship Hospital in Jue and at the Infectious Disease Prevention and Control Center at 34 Military Hospital have been integrated into our national preparedness and response system under the National Public Health Agency. This is how development cooperation should work, strengthening national institutions, not substituting for them. As we mark 10 years since Ebola, our message is one of mutual respect, shared learning, and forward-looking collaboration. Looking ahead, Sierra Leone and China have the opportunity to deepen cooperation in the area of workforce training and exchange, laboratory and genomic surveillance, technology for epidemic intelligence, and continued investment in resilient public health system. Our partnership is strongest when we support Sierra Leone's priorities, capabilities, and leadership. Excellencies, friends, we cannot change the past, but we can choose what the past teaches us. Ebola taught us that health security is national security. It taught us that no nation stands alone, and it taught us that solidarity must be matched by responsibility, preparedness, and continuous improvement. Today, we honor those we lost. We also honor what they left us. A responsibility to build a safer and stronger, more resilient Sierra Leone. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of His Excellency the President, the government and the people of Sierra Leone, we want to thank the government and the People's Republic of China for the sustained support to our country over the years. This no doubt laid the basis for future cooperation. His Excellency, I also take good note of Vice Premier Louis Gaozong's 3 points: that China's further cooperation and investment in Chinese medical centers for rural support, strengthening early warning and monitoring capacity, also promoting digital health, human resource training, and health personnel. Your Excellency, at this stage you have laid a very optimistic path for our cooperation between the two countries in the area of health. I want to thank you on behalf of the people of this country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, esteemed Honorable Vice President. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let us once again offer a round of warm applause to express our sincere gratitude to all the speakers. We will now proceed to the Achievement Document Exchange session. First, again, I invite His Excellency Mr. Louis Bujan and the Honorable Vice President Dr. Mamadou Diallo to stand at the center of the main stage to witness the exchange.
感谢副总统阁下的精彩致辞，让我们再次用热烈的掌声向所有发言人表示衷心的感谢。现在我们进入成果文件交换环节，请副总理和副总统阁下移步主席台正中。
Now we invite Minister Shen Hongbin and Minister Charles Senesi to exchange the protocol for the dispatch of the Chinese medical team to Sierra Leone 2026-2032, and the letter of intent for the Brightness Journey Free Eye Cataract Surgery Program.
首先有请沈鸿兵副主任、CNC 部长交换援塞医疗队派遣议定书2026至2032与光明行活动意向函文件。
Thank you very much. I am going to ask Mr. Shen Hongbin to return to your seat now. We invite Ambassador Wang agreement of the fourth phase of the Israeli-China Friendship Biosafety Laboratory Technical Cooperation Project.
下面有请王琴大使与部长先生交换塞拉利昂固定生物安全实验室第4期技术援助项目立项换文。
Minister Charles Senesi, you may return to your seat now. I invite Ambassador Ron King and Mr. Rudolf Schwenk, UNICEF representative in Israel, to exchange agreement of a new China Global Development and South-South Cooperation Fund supporting UNICEF project for promoting maternal and childcare.
接下来有请王琴大使、联合国儿童基金会驻塞代表 Mr. Rudolf Schwenk 交换全球发展与南南合作基金、联合国儿童基金会促进母婴健康项目协议。
Ambassador Mr. Schwenk, you may now return to your seat. I invite Professor Zhang Guoxing, Deputy Director of the Chinese CDC, and Professor Fu Lisa, Executive Director of the National Public Health Agency of Sierra Leone, to exchange agreement of MOU between the Chinese CDC and the Sierra Leone NEHA.
有请中国疾控中心副主任张国新教授、塞拉利昂国家公共卫生署执行主任夫迪萨拉教授交换中国疾病预防控制中心与塞拉利昂国家公共卫生署合作备忘录。
Thank you very much. We now take your seats. The session of exchanging achievement documents is now concluded. We will now invite His Excellency Mr. Liu Huzhong and the Honorable Vice President, as well as VIP guests seated on the first row to proceed to the photo exhibition. We go to the photo exhibition area through the VVIP gate in front. One of us. Other guests, I ask you to please stay in your seat. Stay in this room. You will be watching a Sierra Leone-China cooperation documentary. I would also ask that one photographer or one reporter from China and one reporter from Sierra Leone to accompany our guests.
成果文件交换环节到此结束，有请国中副总理、副总统先生及第一排的嘉宾前往图片展区参观。其他来宾请在会场继续观看中塞合作纪录片。谢谢大家。
下播放那个纪录片，然后我就准备去下一场了。您就看，要是主持人说可以走了，您就把这个电脑退出来就可以了。等一下领导都出去了。
Alex, that's what. The city to present the documentary, please.
好了，好。
Let's do it. Let's do it.
achieved between two distant nations. This collaboration, built on mutual respect and shared goals, aims to enhance healthcare system and improve lives. Sierra Leone, a nation rich in culture and resilience, has faced significant health challenges over the years, from infectious diseases to maternal health issues. On the other side of the globe, China has made remarkable strides in its healthcare system, transitioning from a developing nation to a global leader in medical advancement. One of the cornerstones of this partnership is the development of healthcare infrastructure. China has invested in building modern hospitals and clinics across Sierra Leone, bringing advanced medical facilities to regions that previously had limited access to quality health care.
Health patients, and then we have health professionals, we have children, we have an infant theater, we have a maternity, we have a special care unit, and then we have a pediatric unit. We also have a lab, and then we do scan and we also do X-rays. The relationship with the China medical team is very cordial. Yeah, we work as a team. Recently, we are doing ground rounds. We go to the World Health Day to see our critical patients. And when we have emergencies, we always come to help us with emergencies. When we have outings, like accidents along the line, along the highway, we always come to our headquarters. And
I have lots of experience working with the Chinese people because they are doing their best and they are doing a great job. Because with the time, their efforts given to our own people here, that's a very good thing. And most of the time, you know, when there is a need arise, we are all of them should give the support. You will see them coming to give their support. So I think that's a very good thing, and they are working very hard. Normally, you will see them when there's a patient, like for example, the CCA, which is the traditional medicine. There are lots of students most of the time here to do acupuncture. You know, they teach them how to do it because, of course, generally they have pain. Most of the patients complain of pain. And you know, telling them, teaching them how to manage this pain, that's a very good thing. And a very good thing to us training, you know. And also for the medical side, when you ask questions, they will explain to you. Because you know, if you want to learn, you ask. And when you ask, they will respond, give you their time and their attention. So I think they are helping us with the students and also as nurses.
Training and capacity building are critical components of this collaboration. China medical team regularly visits Sierra Leone to train local doctors, nurses, and healthcare workers, ensuring that knowledge transfer is continuous and effective.
We attend the training like to do the jobs such as cure more people and do surgeries to cure people here. As we have different doctors in different areas such as internal medicine, surgery, pediatric, gynecologist, and also anesthesia, and TCA and traditional Chinese medical doctors here. That's why we are a team. We have different doctors and with local doctors and nurses together. We work together to treat different patients, different disease, and surgery, and also, besides, we also do the work such as training courses we have through these kinds of communications and cooperations with our local doctors and nurses, I think we can offer not just Chinese doctors, but also local doctors and nurses can improve a lot and can provide our local people here better healthcare services.
The partnership has been particularly vital in times of crises. During the Ebola outbreak and the COVID-19 pandemic, China provided crucial support in the form of medical supplies, expertise, and financial aid.
In every batch of Chinese medical team, we have medical doctors, surgical doctors, eye doctors, ENT doctors, and nurses, and all of these are selected from our Hunan province hospitals, and we need to go through a series of scrutiny that this is Africa, this is not China. So we learned that later that we should try to strike a balance between the Chinese way, the African way, and the standard way. In the fields of medicine, I want to say that we Chinese medical teams can not only provide help here, just do something for them, but most importantly, we want to see that we can cultivate a local medical team which can support themselves by themselves by themselves.
As we look to the future, the China-Sierra Leone health collaboration continues to evolve. New initiatives focus on preventive care, maternal and child health, and the fight against non-communicable diseases.
I major in heart disease department. So I think the patients in our country, especially have the heart disease, I can help for it. And especially in my work, I found many patients with stroke and hypertension and heart disease and diabetes and another malaria. And I think I will try my best to help the people in your country.
The bond between these two nations grows stronger, grounded in the shared commitment to improve health for all.
I think we are really have a good relationship between our two countries. As you know, we have a diplomatic relations since 1971, and then we dispatched the first medical team to Sierra Leone in 1973. Yeah, and we have been through 51 years since the first China medical team came here. That's a long history, and that represents our good relationships work here, and through our medical teams work here, and as you know, we are the 25th batch of medical team here. That means we have a very good relationship. So we send so many batch team here. Yes.
The China-Sierra Leone Health Cooperation is more than a partnership. It is a testament to what can be achieved when nations unite for common cause together. They are not just building hospitals, but also building hope for a healthier future.
Okay. I hope you were able to enjoy the presentation, video presentation. So at this point, I'm going to ask you, if you can, to proceed to the photo exhibition area. After the visit, today's event will be successfully concluded. And everyone can leave when you can. We want to thank you for your presence and support. We wish you good health.
谢谢大家，现在大家也可以移步到外面看展。今天的活动，拜拜。